Hi everyone, I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. Just a little reminder to get your oil changed. That might be a literal message. I just heard, that's not what I was gonna say, but I just heard a voice in my head saying get an oil change. Listen, you never know what comes out on these channels, in these readings, okay? Like this deck says, divine directions. If they're trying to say, I mean, maybe they're trying to avoid an accident, you know? Because what I was actually trying to say was I'm not going to make this one a very long reading. So, and long meaning for some readers, a 30-minute reading is long, but for me, it's not. However, I do have a doctor's appointment to take care of, an oil change for my body, basically. Because, you know, I don't know, been going through some things and I waited last minute for it and now it's all complicated. And that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to channel a message to say that just like cars, we need to change our oil. You know, cars every couple thousand miles, you got to check the oil, you got to change it, check the tires, or else it's not going to make it. I'm not trying to say you're going to die or anything, nothing like that. But don't do what I do. That's part of my dark energy where I will wait until something is so bad to go to the doctor and get checked. And before you know it, you know, it's like, well, now you got to undo a lot of things that are going on here when you could have gone the moment you got a symptom and gotten some kind of, you know, got the medication you needed or whatever. I have that since I was a child because I just don't like doctors. Okay. Don't do that. And I don't know, you know, like I didn't have to channel that in the beginning, but everything here is free flowing as a state of surrender. So if that's what they wanted to start with, then there's somebody here that needs to pay attention to that. Okay. 100%. And the reason I bring my example into it is just to bring in a little bit of humanity into this, right? Just to give you a little reminder, if it makes you feel any better, that you're a human being. I'm a human being. Like I'm the one here giving you this channeled message, this advice. And then I click off and I'll do this. I have the compulsion to do the same thing. You understand? It doesn't make you a bad person. It makes you a human being. Everybody has things that they're things. They're not so good things and they're great things. Okay? And if you do that, ask yourself, look a little deeper. I had that conversation with myself recently. Look a little deeper, like, why do I do that? Like, what is the deeper reason for doing that? Right? It might be a freeze response. You know, you just like pushing things away, not wanting to deal with what you think might be chaotic, you know? Why is that? Dig a little deeper so that you can heal. Star card, right? Let's get to the reading. However, I want to shout out, you guys know, if you're not new here, that I love this deck, the Southern Oracle. You can find it on Etsy.com and her shop is called Kate's True North. I'm giving a shout out to Kate today. She's awesome. She recently I've been using this for years. She recently emailed me that she wanted to send me the second Southern Oracle that she made for free. And she's so sweet. I gave her an address to a shipping company because I live overseas that it's like a cargo service. So they give you an address in Florida so she doesn't have to ship overseas. But once they get there, then they ship it to me and then I'll take care of it. And that was so sweet of her. I'm so excited to use it on this channel. And I want to thank you so much for doing that. But yeah, I love this deck. I'm not just saying that. It really is one of my favorites. I think it's so creative. It's so fun. Anyway, so shout out to you. Kate's True North, it's called. Listen, what is going on? You know, I'm gonna start with an Archangel Michael card. Pay attention to your dreams. Ooh. Go forward fearlessly. Your home is protected by angels. You might be having some kind of fear. You might be having some kind of fear. You might be having some dreams and things. Before I even read this, I'm already picking up on a lot of things of like things going wrong in your house, or somebody sending you dark energy and you feel like it's affecting your house, or maybe you are physically getting threats by somebody that, you know, has really dark energy. Hey, that's happened to me before too. And I know what it's like to have, whether you actually... You might be like, oh, whatever, it doesn't cause me fear, but it affects your sleep because you always have that thing in the back of your mind, right? Or you feel like you're just sensing dark energy. The divine wants you to know not to forget how powerful they are. Above all, yes, there's darkness on this planet. Yes, there's darkness in people, but go forward fearlessly, knowing that the angels and God are protecting you. Call upon them. They are the spiritual military. They're protecting your home. They're protecting you. Okay, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And I did post something, I was guided to post something on my community tab today that said something along the lines that a lot of doors might be closing in your life right now. A lot of doors might be closing in your life right now. And a lot of people, it's just part of the energy right now too. Okay, a lot of people may be leaving your house. If that came out of my mouth, it might be for a reason, but I meant life. A lot of doors are just suddenly being shut. A lot of people are being taken out of your life. A lot of people, you know, and maybe you realize like you're not perfect. When a lot of doors close at the same time, we are tempted by the devil, right? To think that, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say that sometimes it's not your fault, because there are dark people that exist, like, you know, with dark energy. And sometimes it is karma, but that's not what I'm getting for this. I'm just going to tell you what I'm picking up on. Sometimes the divine, and this is what's happening right now, has a bigger plan for you, has something planned for you. But before that could happen, remember, it's all part of a master plan. The divine has a master plan, and you are not to lose faith while it's starting to unfold. The thing is that for too long, you've been associating with the wrong people, the wrong energy. There's a lot of things that you had to heal in your subconscious, okay? That needed to be taken care of, because what the divine has planned for you is so big and so beautiful that you, the divine, needed to know that you were in a place to be able to receive it, to nurture it, to follow your path, to not lose it, to be grateful for it, and to feel the love that comes with it, truly be able to. But because of the circumstances that you've been through in your life, they knew that if they gave you these blessings too quickly, out of nowhere, there was a possibility you would lose them. So what did they do? Sometimes the divine puts a lot of people at the same time in a lot of situations, opens, it's like a false, I don't know what the right words are, but it's like false doors opening, right? So at some point, you thought you know, doors were opening. You had this opportunity, this happened, you met this person, right? And it seemed like all those doors opened, but really, that was a trap. A beautiful trap that the divine put in your life. Because the divine wanted to shut all those doors at the same time so that the noise of that door shutting could be so loud that you don't miss the lesson involved in these doors closing, so that you can have a completely different energy when this new door opens for you. So don't worry. These doors that were opened in the past were not good for you. They weren't meant to be good for you, but they were, oddly enough. The divine puts you through hardship. Sometimes the divine has to do that. It's like Archangel Michael, right? In order to defeat a demon and go, he has to go into the fire and get burned a little bit. That same thing for you. In order to defeat certain demons, so you could reach the light, you got to kind of walk through hell a little bit. You got to taste the darkness a little bit so that you just have to go down that path. But what happens is when a lot of things, doors start closing at the same time, you start to wonder if it's you. Is it something I'm doing? Because I'm getting a lot of people around you. We had a lot of gaslighty energy, not great people around you. So then you start to think, maybe it's something with this situation keeps happening to me. Maybe it's me. It was you. You were too open at some point in your life to a certain kind of energy that caused you harm. You kept manifesting the same situations into your life over and over again. But it wasn't good energy. That is true. So don't worry, even if it seems right now hard, difficult, you might be down on yourself that everything's like closing, everything's happening, you're losing so many things, and all these people might try to say it's you because of you. No. It's the people that you were associating with, the situations. And the divine's just cleaning house, just getting rid of everything at the same time, because the divine's just trying to make space for what's meant for you. Okay? I felt like channeling that. Somebody needed to hear that. Because somebody might be trying, or a lot of doors are closing, starting to tempt you to start feeling real bad. Let me read this. Pay attention to your dreams. Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide, and healer. Please allow me to understand the situation on a spiritual level and give me guidance. Go forward fearlessly. Thank you for walking with me every step of the way, for holding my hand, giving me confidence and courage, and guiding my thoughts and actions in the direction of love and my true life's purpose. I told you. Your true life's purpose. Your home is protected by angels. Archangel Michael, thank you for watching over my home and its inhabitants. I ask that you post guardian angels at each window and door, ensuring its security. And thank you for guiding my finances so that I can easily afford to pay my rent, mortgage, or taxes. I don't know. I didn't even, what? That is such a random, I didn't expect that sentence. I forgot what these cards even say. Where did that sentence come from? I don't know. I just did not. You see, it's like a surprise. Because when I read your home is being protected by angels, I'm thinking it's about, just like protection, spiritual protection. But then she's out here straight talking about rent, mortgage, or taxes. Hey. Because a lot of the doors that are closing could have been affecting your finances. And you might be struggling right now. It says it. But the angels are literally saying they're helping you through this. This is all happening because you have been attracting the same frequency, people of the same vibration, this a lower vibration, a lower frequency, all whether through jobs, and they're just taking it all out of your life. So that you know how to move in a different way from now on, that will trigger you less, that'll make you react differently, etc., and you can have the life that they're manifesting for you. Because the divine knows your heart, whether you mess up or not. Because they did say you're not perfect, but the divine knows your heart. The divine knows your heart. If your name is Intuitive Message, if your name is actually on YouTube, Intuitive Message, this is for you. Because as soon as I'm literally recording this right now, and her comment saying I asked for a sign just popped up on my screen. And it usually doesn't pop up like that while I'm recording, but I'm gonna shout you out because it just did. And something about looking for angel number 1511 and 1515. Not just her, whoever this is, but if you feel guided, something about that. I'm gonna have to look into that. All right, what else? Yeah, look, your Wheel of Fortune is coming. So your life's about to change. Go forward fearlessly. Oh, geez. Here we go again. I didn't want to, this wasn't supposed to be a love reading, but straight up, some of these doors that are closing are in regards to love. Having to walk away from people that were severely holding you back. Leaving you in a 5 of Cups energy, sadness. This situation that you had with this person, I have to keep it real, was a lesson. You might have some point thought you were meant to be with this person forever. This person was a lesson. You are not to shame yourself right now for going through that. Okay? Children. Your love life is being affected by children. Oh, hold on. Make the effort. Great love is taking the steps you're guided to take. If you have kids, yeah, look, very soon. If you let your friends help you, ask and accept support from others. If you have kids, they want you to focus on your children, because this situation could be affecting your children also. It could have been affecting your children, because ultimately, even if we don't mean it, and we might carry a lot of shame for these things, we're human beings, so this stuff starts to affect our energy, and by default, then it affects our kids, okay? And it affects our kids. But a lot of these lessons with this person also came from, childhood wounds and stuff like that. They want you to get out a little bit more. So let your friends help you. I'm getting it. Somebody might be trying to set you up on a date. There's somebody coming through here, a friend that might want to introduce you to somebody very soon. They want to make sure that you know that you need to make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Make the effort of putting yourself out there. Don't get stuck in this 5 of Cups energy, this sadness because doors have closed. Because it might be hard for you to undersee it now, but when you meet this person that you're going to meet, it's gonna make sense why you went through all the things you went through. This is legit a reading for new love for somebody. Absolutely. And it is happening very soon. Whoever you were dealing with before, if you have children, they would not have been a good influence to your children, and your home is protected by angels, and so is your child. They need you to get out of this 5 of Cups energy, this sadness where you feel, again, that was the main message, like all these doors are closing. So because things are changing very soon, but if you're going to keep yourself in an energy where you refuse to accept gifts, it's going to be very hard for you to receive it. Tell me more. Literally, look what's at the bottom. I'm telling you, with open your heart and letting go. You have to let go and open your heart. I mean, this is what they want to say. Let me read this. This is the Ace of Cups. The Lovers, the open your heart is the Lovers card. The Lovers card in this deck is called Open Your Heart. So I just realized, I'm like, which one is this? But it's number 6 in tarot, and these are the major arcana. And it fell on top of the Lovers card. Let me read it. Ace of Cups, Ace of Emotion. This cherub is announcing that a wonderful new emotional experience is coming into your life. You may meet someone new who makes your heart flutter, or a current relationship will experience a reawakening. It is also possible that your intuitive abilities will be greatly increased by your open heart. It literally says that by your open heart, followed by open your heart. But first you gotta open it. The divine needs you to open it. Allow love to grow and bloom all around you. You've waited for this emotionally fulfilling experience for such a long time, and now the time has come. Make your choices by listening to your heart and then following the steps you're guided to take. Joy will lead you to a vibrant and healthy life. Number 13, letting go. Releasing the past can seem like a challenge, but it can also be liberating. Your angels will help you let go so you can fly higher than ever before. Endings always herald new beginnings. Choose to allow the situation to lead you to a more joyful life. Change your life by changing your thoughts. Wow. They spoke for me. I love it. I love it. Because, you know, it's some of the things I say sometimes sounds like I'm just giving cliche messages, but no, this is divine. This is what the angels are sharing with you today. And they always make they always make it a point to show you with literal confirmation that they are the ones that are dictating everything that happens in this space. They just spoke to you. There's no interpretation there. And they want to say, what's this? What's this? No. Yeah, look. The 5 of Cups, which was there. It's doubled. What they're saying is, hey, you know what? We're taking over. I'm going to tell you how we feel about this. Because now it's like I'm getting the confirmation for these cards. Look at this. 5 of Cups, 5 of Emotion, and seeing clearly, number 12. 5 of Emotion. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so that everyone can move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. Seeing clearly. It's time to view things from a different perspective. You have a blessed gift to see past the current situation and envision amazing possibilities. Don't worry. The pause in momentum while you rethink your plan won't last. Embrace your uniqueness and allow it to serve you. I'm telling you. Wow. Listen, for some of you, like I said, the divine already has your person like there. And everything that happened was to prepare you. Somebody's about to come into the most sacred union ever. And it might be one of those situations where it's actually your true twin flame, but not somebody that you've experienced in the 3D. Like, you've actually been going through a lot of processes with this person spiritually without meeting them in the physical. They've been going, this is straight channeling. They've been going through the same process that you have been with other people. You too. So you guys have been living parallel lives for whoever this is without actually meeting. So much so that you were connecting with somebody and it was a false twin flame because you felt the energy of this other person without you actually meeting them just yet. You understand? But they were always there in the 5D, in the spiritual realm. So when you meet this person, once you take all of this in, okay, when you meet this person, you're going to have, this is how you're going to know, you're going to have instant recognition of that. But you're going to know you're going to know the difference between that, which is why they put you through what they put you through, and love bombing. It's not going to be the same kind of instant attraction you had with this other person, which I feel was somebody that actually love bombed you. There's no manipulation here. There's no love bombing. This is a very honest connection. you're also going to notice that you might not even want to connect with them emotionally. There's not going to be a lot of romance there. You might just have fun with them, and they might feel like a breath of fresh air, someone that is a friend. You might meet them at a distance, so it's not even possible, okay, for you guys to come together because you're like, I know I'm leaving, etc., whatever the case may be. Something along those lines. You might meet them at a concert or something like that, and you just maintain contact. So it's something like that, because with your friends helping you, etc. So like the intention isn't there for it to become like this one in a lifetime kind of thing, but it's going to be so pure that you're just gonna know, because there's gonna be no forcing it, and there's gonna be like no particular intention of wanting to come together romantically until you both actually get to a place where it's going to become clear that that is exactly your intention, because of how you naturally both feel about each other. That is happening for whoever this is, for whoever this message is. That is happening in the next couple of months. But the divine is closing doors left and right for you, and is putting you through the things they're putting you through, okay, to prepare you for this. But expect a lot of changes. This is, look at this, view from above. Voyage of the heart. Get the big picture. Voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. They're telling you, they are giving you the view from above. They're giving you the divine view. They're giving you insight to the master plan that you don't see. This is happening this summer. Look, finding sanctuary. Opening to your spiritual source. That's what this person's going to feel like. Discovering truth. You stand in the light of truth. This person's going to feel like truth. They're going to feel like sanctuary. They're going to feel like a best friend so easily. Okay, this is going to be the kind of connection where like you're going to feel very comfortable. Again, like I said, this is a different kind of twin flame connection. I'm getting like a soul connection. I feel like you and this person have been on the same path for a very long time, but you've never met in the physical. So when you come together, you're going to kind of already just understand each other's problems, like mutually. Like you're both going to speak and be able to comfort each other about the same kind of struggles, because you both have been living very parallel lives. I haven't felt something so beautiful in so long. Great adventure, okay? Take a risk, venture forward, and don't be afraid of it. Don't bring that old energy into it. I'm gonna pull some from here, from this is Southern Oracle that I love. Number 44. Well, that just dills my pickle. Total contentment. It's a yes. Success. Wishes granted. Mastery. Joyous resolution. And it's number 44. Look. Hotter than blue blazes. Number 36. Passion, sensuality, amorousness, chemistry, longing, and instant crush. You've been longing for this person's energy for a while, and you don't even know what you're longing for. But when you meet them, it's just going to feel hotter than blue blazes. It's going to be an instant. It literally says everything that I'm saying is being confirmed. It says instant crush. You know? And the fact that it's also hotter than blue blazes kind of just confirms also the timeline of summer that I gave you. Stomping grounds, number 39. Origin, nostalgia, memories. Tradition, tribute. Visit, past connection. Take that as it resonates. This could be while visiting somewhere, your stomping grounds, like an old neighborhood. But what I'm getting from this, the origin, nostalgia, the memories, the tradition, this person's going to feel like your origin, because you have this spiritual connection with this person. It's a past connection, as like a past life connection that's already established. Spiritually. For some of you, it's somebody that you might know from childhood. Maybe you're going back to your childhood home. That's possible, you know? Are you? I'm going to my childhood home. I'm going to Jersey for like a month and a couple of weeks so that my daughter could be with, since I moved overseas, grandma and her cousins that she misses dearly. I really didn't want to go to Jersey, but it's for her. But now since we moved, I don't have a place there anymore, so I will be in my childhood home. And when I get there, I'm sure I will continuously bump into people literally from elementary school, because it's one of those towns, it's so small that you go to CVS, the pharmacy, and like bump into people, and you like always see people from like the 4th grade. It's just one of those towns. It's so small that like the people have been there for generations, right? It might be something like that, where you're visiting your mom and you go to CVS, a pharmacy, and you bump into this person from like the 4th grade. For some of you, yeah. You know, those are always the best connections. You know what I noticed? The people that I have in my life to this day, like friends, I'm already, I guess you can say, mid to late 30s already, right? So it's so interesting, like how many friends I've made throughout life, and friends that I have lost, and maybe not even in a bad way, but friends that I've lost, because that's what happens. I'm not the only person. Everybody goes through this. Like when you get older, a lot of times, sometimes you don't have things in common anymore with some people, and you start to kind of separate. Or, you know, what happened to me at a certain point when I was in my 20s, I was with a group of people that liked to go out and drink and go out a lot. Like that was just the culture of New Jersey, New York City. It was just a lot of toxicity, a lot of partying, a lot of shit. And I was a part of that. But then I had a baby. So I went through a stage where then a lot of the, you know, they kept going down one path and then I went down another. And as much as I know them or whatever, like, you know, we kind of went our own paths a little bit, even if, you know, you still see them or whatever. But you know what I noticed though? And you know what I noticed? I still have, there's always like a kinship though between you, the people that's happened to, that are people that I like met when I was a little older. It's different than the people that have known me since elementary school. Like I have people in my life that saw me in elementary school, middle school, high school, that I literally never hung out with that much in elementary school, middle school, or high school. Like we didn't hang out, like we weren't part of the same social circle. But the simple fact that we went to the same school, and so even if you didn't hang out with them, like they saw your life and they saw you grow up and saw like your path. So they, you know, those are the people that to this day, like if I talk to them or they text me, it's a different vibe. Like I don't know how to, like they're always there, right? They're always there. You know, like I just spoke to someone, and every time I talk to her, it's very, I don't have to explain why I haven't talked to her in forever or whatever. And it's a different connection, you know, because even from a distance, they saw you grow up. Like there are people that can see you and know like, oh, I know why she's the way she is. Because I remember when this happened in the 5th grade and 4th grade and 6th grade. And I remember this guy everybody knew cheated on her. Like they know all that shit, you know? So like you have like a different kind of, even if you don't hang out with these people all the time, it's like you always have a soft spot for these people. You do. It's a different kind of connection. And if I see them at a party and we start talking, it's always a different vibe. Always a different vibe. Like we just talk different, we laugh different, because it kind of like we go back to like who we really are. Like we know each other. Like even if we didn't hang out, it's like we're connected via our core, right? I just went off on a tangent like that, but I noticed that. Those are like the best people. But you're gonna feel something like that with this person. It's something, they might literally be one of like a childhood person, but it's that kind of like, it might just be organic. They might not know you at all. You know? Or maybe it's a friend of a childhood friend. So by default, you're like connected via that core. You know, it's something like that. But this is beautiful. All right, I'm going to leave it here. Empress. You're ready. It's time for you to get tempered and go into your full Empress power. Life is changing for you. And listen, and it's also in career. I was about to say this is also for career. Eight of Pentacles. This is a reminder. I know that you've been down. We got the Five of Cups twice. Things are not just shutting for you. People might be putting you down. You've just been you've just been stuck in the wrong vibration because of something you've gone through, and the people and situations you've attracted reflected that. And it's time for you to get out of this vibration. Okay? Let it go. Things didn't work out. And there's a project that you need to work on that you're putting off. You got to work on it. Work on that project. It's time for your life to change. The divine has a master plan for you. Love and light.